What you see before you is the beginning today of the demolition of the York Street Jail. 25 employees of North American Site Developers are in the building as of today, beginning the remediation work. You can see behind the fence they've already started throwing out some of the old junk that's inside. Over the next 6 or 8 weeks, probably until almost the middle of December, the asbestos remediation will go on. Probably just before Thanksgiving, you'll see the wrecking ball begin to strike. In the next few weeks, you'll also see some scaffolding going up because the roof, as an example, this is part of the remediation. The roof has asbestos in it, so you'll see scaffolding going up to remove the asbestos. And the project will continue until the site is cleared early next year, probably around the end of February. The work will begin here on the northern end and proceed to the south. Those are some of the essential details, and I'll be available later for any questions. But without further ado, it's my pleasure to introduce Mayor Charlie Ryan.
Perfect timing. Good morning, everybody, and it's just great to be here. This is a long-awaited day in the redevelopment and the recovery of our city. It might have been a good idea, I'm not sure, some years ago to try and hang on to this, but if you take a walk through it, you can see that it really is far beyond redemption. It's time for us to say goodbye to the jail. A lot of Springfield's history is here, Hampton County's history is here. But we're going to move forward, and we're going to move forward in an effort to set the table. That's what our job is to set the table. Not micromanage, but to really make things available for the private development community to come forward and say, I want to be where the Hall of Fame is. I want to be where Rivers Landing is. I want to take part of a commercial or a mercantile establishment that has millions of cars going by every single year. This is a unique site in Springfield. There isn't any question about it. And I'm delighted that the fortunes of the city have recovered to the extent where we're able to front end this thing, pay the money to tear down this this ancient building, and then allow a very healthy and constructive process to take place. I'm grateful for the presence of every single one of you. This is a big day for Springfield, and I think all of us, as we wend our way south on 91 or down West Columbus Avenue, will watch the process of this. And as David has given you the timetable, it won't be very long before this is a vacant site. I can tell you that in the meantime, there already is keen interest. If we are in the enviable position, maybe the unusual position, of now having to field inquiries rather than to try and blow up a balloon all by ourselves, because the public, the investment public, realizes that this is a golden opportunity. And somebody is going to win the prize and take their place in this honor roll that stretches from Rivers Landing and will end right here at the southerly end of the jail property. Now, David, I want to turn it back to you.
Thank you, Mayor. Next up on our agenda, I'd like to introduce Bob Culver, the CEO of Mass Development. But before I do, I'd also like to mention, as I did, there's a team. Mass Development is our project manager on this project, but there's also team Ty and Bond are here today. They're our engineers. I'd like to thank them for being here today. North American Site Developers, the guys who really get to have the fun, they get to tear the building down. And AQE, who is a sub to North American Site Developers, and they do the environmental remediation in the building. But Mass Development, without Mass Development, really our ability to move forward in the past 3 years wouldn't be the same. They're working with us on the Memorial Industrial Park, they're working with us in the downtown, they've been helpful on so many projects, and here at the York Street Jail, they have been our project managers. And so with that, I'd like to introduce Bob Culver, the President and CEO of Mass Development.
Thank you very much. I'm really here today, yes, because the jail is coming down, but much more, I'd like to just make really serious note and applause for the mayor and his efforts, David, your efforts, for the council's efforts, over the last several years. And while mass development has probably invested in the last 3-4 years, maybe $40 million in Springfield, it is really a credit to the leadership of the city, Mr. Mayor. That in fact, we look at Springfield today that has gone through many, many, many challenges over the last several years. And I'm here to say that Springfield represents a city on the move in the 21st century. There has been creativity, there has been courage, there has been cooperation in dealing with the state and the control board, in dealing with all sorts of development issues around the city, in dealing with bringing people together through the ULI study that occurred, that speak nothing but positive things about the people of the city of Springfield, Springfield's desire to be the city on the move, and in fact, with all of what went into taking the jail down, representing that there will be nothing but positive moves being taken in the future as relates to development and the furtherance of the city. And so I simply come here to praise Springfield today, and this becomes simply one of the symbolic acts, Mr. Mayor, of your administration. I thank you very much for the opportunity.
In undertaking this today, I was reminded that this is reminded of the words of Russ Denver of the Chamber, who has been our key partner in our Urban Land Institute project. As people know, this was identified as one of the top 3 projects by the Urban Land Institute to be undertaken by the city immediately in the short term. And I think it was Russ's phrase, tear this building down, which really caught on, and that we've been using it. So I want to thank Russ and the Chamber and all the Chamber members for the work they've been doing to get the word out on projects like this. Next on the agenda, we thought it important to be also highlighting the type of work that's happening down here right now. We're working with the Springfield Riverfront Development Commission, the Basketball Hall of Fame. The Basketball Hall of Fame went out last year and secured a development team. Dr. Michael Spagnoli and Peter Pappas. We're bringing LA Fitness to Springfield. And so without further ado, I would like to introduce Peter Pappas.
Good morning. First of all, as a citizen of Western Massachusetts and a person together with my partner, Dr. Mike Spagnoli, who have a vested interest in not only this site, but all of Western Massachusetts and Springfield moving forward, we're excited to see the commitment taking place here, not only by the city of Springfield, but all the employees. I see a number of employees from the city here that have worked hard with us on the Rivers Landing project to make it happen. So the important thing is it's a team concept. It's a lot of people who believe that the city is moving forward, who are taking actions, not just words. And I think that that's important for all of us to recognize that there's a great effort here being led to move the city forward. Myself and Mike would not have invested our own private money in this site if we didn't believe in the leadership of the city, if we didn't believe in the city council, if we didn't believe that we're on the right track. And I think tangibly, you only have to look at the Rivers Landing site and see steel going up on the new building, to see the tangible evidence of the jail site coming down, to see what's happening on Main Street as I walk down Main Street with the cityscaping. This city is moving forward, and we're proud to be part of it. Thank you.
And our thanks here today wouldn't be complete without thanking all of you. Because really, the people in this crowd are the people who are committed, the people who do believe, each in a big way and a small way, to the recovery of Springfield. So on behalf of the city, on behalf of the board, thank you all for being here today and showing up and caring about the city. Thank you. We're available for questions.